Welcome, Free and Tuesday. Have we got a race for you? When we change with every new day in a moon of bright blue.
That was beautiful. Great singing, Dave.
Hey, we gotta keep the theme up, right, JMac?
Of course. Welcome to the musical sound. No, welcome to Free Enterprise. On this Tuesday night, we are starting the week out strong. We are in the round of 68. What are we in?
I believe it's a round of 8.
Yep, quarterfinals. We are in the Blue Moon quarterfinals of the waxing bracket between Zeke and JohnBirckhead. I am J Mac the Librarian. I am here with Eskra, who has rolled us the seed tonight. David B, who is tracking, and joining me in the booth is NG Dave. How you doing tonight?
Well, clearly I feel like singing right now. Aside from that, doing fairly good. How are you doing?
Whew. It is a Tuesday night, y'all. I'm ready for some good racing.
Oh, I'm at both these runners so far in the round of 8 in Blue Moon, so certainly made a name for themselves so far. And we got a successful start in this first of a best of 3 series.
Yep, we love seeing Cecil starts. That could mean pretty fast, could mean not so fast. That probably means there is no crystal sword, though.
Or there's a crystal sword, but it's buried.
Let's hope. Let's hope. But what do you think about these bosses, Dave?
Oh, honestly, could be a nice rude set of bosses.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Lunars. Everyone's
with the
favorite
exception of the dolls and, you know, I mean, Bahamut's fine, but, like, these other bosses can be super rude.
Unfortunately for us, your favorite boss is not an objective tonight. We will not be required to hear doo-doo-doo-doots.
Listen, it will be on Ordeals, and we will hear the doo-doo-doots. Do not worry, because I cannot disappoint my fans. But yeah, we should be getting started pretty soon. This is going to be a very interesting seed with all of these bosses. And we will see kind of how our runners navigate this Cecil start.
How about a quick Zoom start?
Oh, well, okay, seed. Escrunt.
Escrunt's got things to do tonight.
Escrunt. A Cecil, an Edge, and a Hook start? Can we say this has the makings of either the jettiest seed or a 17 out of 17, like, fake out? Let's go. I'm here for either of those.
So what would that kind of seed be where it looks like a jet and then just turns into a slog?
Yeah. You know, buried darkness. So we immediately see a little bit of divergence with our runners. JohnBirckhead going straight for that free key item from Bedward. As Zeke is headed straight to Watery Pass to get some good loot, as well as check this character here.
We got an Earth Crystal on JohnBirckhead's side. Okay,
Escrunt!
What is this? Well, I believe less than 2 minutes in we're gonna get chat's favorite game, because we're already here.
Yeah, so I mean, let's play this game, y'all.
Great Vast Treasury!
It's full moon, light your life staff.
Defense
sword?
No crystal sword.
no edge weapons aside from the full moon. I think that's what our runners were looking for. The big hit.
Interesting. Yeah, in terms of a T Wildish treasury, that was kind of terrible.
I think white shirt was the only big hit here.
Hey, look,
And-
there's a long sword and a mute knife.
Yeah, the public treasury paying out better than the real treasury.
Well, we do see both of our runners have. Oh, Zeke's gonna be a little sad. He went to that public treasury first, and then is gonna be super sad that he has to go right back.
He's like, I was just there.
Meanwhile, JohnBirckhead has decided to stop in Troya, do a little bit of shopping. Doesn't see anything he's really looking for. There were some Starveils and tents, but we start with enough of those that not that big of a deal.
Oh, there's the goods.
Yeah, do find some black belts. That's gonna definitely get this this edge online for sure.
Yeah, long mute edge with a black belt. Let's go.
In the back row. Yep, I'm here for that.
Zoom straight to Ordeals, maybe.
Let's pick up a character or two first.
That's fair.
I was distracted by that earth crystal. I was not paying attention to the loot or the character here. So that is a Palom.
The loot in here was okay, I guess.
Couple of shields, mostly the Palom.
Yeah, the loot there was one black mage.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, with that treasury, I don't foresee a lot of our runners doing much more looting on the overworld. Well, there was a light sword. Just sitting in that treasure chest right there.
That's where the holy swords were hiding. Damstian stole it.
Yeah.
Problem is they got the slightly used version.
That's okay. Both of our runners now have a light sword for Cecil, so I imagine that both of them will be headed to Ordeals sooner rather than later. We do have a punch mage as well. We'll see if he ends up staying in our party. We've got a couple more characters to go look at, Mysidia as well as up Ordeals.
What are we thinking in here? Maybe a nice Edward and Kane? And then a Iridia Ordeals?
No white mage in sight? Oh, well, there's a white mage.
Oh.
And a chemist. Okay. Okay. I'm down with some twin action. And since we did pick up that rune axe in the treasury, getting rid of that Yang right now is probably pretty heads up, because Sid can be online pretty easily with the weapons we've already found.
Yep, let Sid hit things.
Yep. And then we're saving, Yang in case we get an early darkness and need to do some D-Machine shenanigans, so. Because we already have the hook, so we're not even looking for the hook.
No, but I think we'd like some gear, maybe some levels, maybe stuff to underground, maybe a way to back row Sid and Cecil.
Oh, well, there you go. And we do have that white shirt and the life staff. And there is our utility character, Tella. Oh, that's an interesting choice.
Getting rid of Palom.
Leaning into the Zerkers? I could see that. With the weaponry that we have right now, I could see that being a very viable option. I'll be interested to see if JohnBirckhead does the same, or if he opts to get rid of that Sid and keep the Palom.
Right, and with Tella, you don't really need Palom for its utility of warp later on. Oh, Sid came pre-back road. Oh, nice.
That's so convenient. Not to mention the fact we are looking for a Val. If that Val happens to be up here on Ordeals, that bow and arrow is going to come in handy. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Back attack Val is very mean. We'll just say that. Well...
So, how do you like spending all this time setting your party up and free fight shows up?
I mean... I'd much rather see this fight somewhere else. Almost anywhere else.
Well, JohnBirckhead wants some power before taking these fights.
Yeah, I'm down with this play. Getting our mages online a little bit.
The problem is it's hard getting them online when Paladin gets punched in the face immediately.
Well, you know. This one is not back attack, so this one should go much smoother. A quick, easy fight for some very early and good XP. Gets our twins online with their level 2 spells on Palom.
Let Palom lit things? I don't know.
Well, we'll see who's on the back attack to see if we need that lit too.
Zeke taking a safety here, I'm fine with this, given that Plague is still out there and we've seen... Oh. That's
Well,
about to have a very bad day.
Yep, you know what we have? A rune axe is what we have.
We also have a mute knife.
And a mute knife, yep, that's right. So I forgot about that mute knife. I was about to say that JohnBirckhead might have a little bit tougher time, but we've got edge. We've got a mute knife. We're fine.
Yeah, you can see edge. Well, trying to carve up a Sura. Sura's got other thoughts. Oh, one quick bop from Sid and it's over.
About to get our first look at what is in this crystal room and
honestly,
who we are going to fight.
A relatively tame Ordeals so far.
Yeah. We were given the right weaponry. That could have been a little bit tougher, but that Troya Castle gave us everything we needed for that fight.
So, what I'm hearing is Esperant's saving the true rudeness for later.
I mean, so far, all of these rude bosses seem to be on the moon.
Like maybe a K-value Baigan and an Ogawal Gauntlet, you know, sort of a pick your poison kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with that. That was a package. So that could be interesting to just go ahead and have that package for the entire seed. See when each of our runners decide to check that, if they do at all.
Who checks package? There's never anything useful there.
But again, another free boss in a place where we don't really like to see free bosses. So this Ordeals was about as free as it could be.
Exactly, Asmadi. Keep the package forever. Don't check it. There we go. JohnBirckhead going to get the package, and the bad news that free boss is off the table. It's 2 free bosses gone already. As viewers and commentators, we'd love to see it.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Because what does that mean? That means the more required the moon and the meaner the moon, because look at all these mean bosses we still have. I'm here for this.
And Zeke making the immediate play of, I have the guy, let me find the sword.
Yes. I am very much in support of this play. These Blue Moon seeds have really made me a go-to Eblan Castle ASAP person. Before this tournament, I was anti-Eblan. And now I go there immediately. So I am in 100% agreement with going ahead and doing this, getting that sword. If it's here, going ahead and figuring it out, and then just going and ransacking the rest of this overworld for sure.
Or, hear me out, you could just not go to Eblan. It's a silly place.
It is a silly place. You are correct. So we see JohnBirckhead also heading down Ordeals.
Yeah.
We'll get in his airship and we'll decide whether or not he's going to go straight to Eblan, or maybe he goes and does Antlion.
Oh, you see what happens if you hit the cats and fail to kill. They get angry. They
Silly cats. They just wanted to play.
Yeah, cats play rough. They
But we do see Zeke get his Cecil back up. There goes the Porum Charm, but quick work with Edge. And that Lamia is down, and we will see what we get from chest number 1.
Oh no, Porum's charmed. Whatever we should do, cast Cure 1 on the Lamia?
Well,
Or
there's a diet
was quick.
stick. And Zeke says, that is all for me.
Oh, that's a Masa John just tripped over in a box.
Well, we like just finding Mossas just hanging out in random chests.
So, if the XL is the diet stick, wouldn't its opposite then be the piggy stick?
Yes. Because piggies are bacon?
Yes, and bacon is certainly not diet food. Much as I've tried to convince my doctor of that, it doesn't work.
Yeah, well, and you know, that would make sense because the piggy stick is mostly terrible. So, I'm here for that. I'm also here for this Bacchus wine and these coffins. Really good finds in this Eblan cave shop for sure. And Zeke is just headed down the hook route.
I got no time to finish the overworld. Gotta go. Zoom, go fast. Take the XL things.
This is definitely a play that you don't see very often, but you know what? I'm here for it. Let's just go, get underground, and then come back up and do the overworld on the second up.
Oh, do we have some vanilla?
Potentially. That could still be the elements.
Vanilla's an element, isn't it?
Ruby. Right? JohnBirckhead gets his X-Cal. Decides.
It looks like he's heading up too.
But look, he did find that massa as well, so he is sitting in some pretty good shape right now. It wouldn't surprise me if JohnBirckhead does not loot another chest.
They're so shiny.
I know,
Yeah.
and I mean, if he does loot a chest, he could find that random power shirt just sitting in the Eblan cave as you walk by. But we'll see.
Who leaves these shirts just randomly laying around? You know, someone
Look.
left some. Was it laundry day in this world and no one told me?
It's laundry day, but you like pack them up and put them in a box and ship them off somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, I get it. Laundromat exploded. Gotcha. We found power shirts, white shirt.
Well, these coffins will come in handy.
Yeah, these guards are kind of mean.
Yeah, the spot, even though it has low HP, it is very, very punchy. So definitely don't blame Zeke at all for going back and saving in between these fights.
On JohnBirckhead's side, we see some orbs have decided to invade Thule. Yeah, they came rolling up to the door.
They can't really knock. It's more of just like bounce, I guess, against like a pickleball or something.
What is a pickleball anyway?
I mean, I always play pickleball with the tennis ball, but there's probably an actual pickleball. But that's elements, so not quite vanilla.
It's only 1/4 vanilla.
I'm trying to think of what that would mean. It's not Neapolitan then, because that's only 1/3. Huh.
Yes, Grunt, it is in fact Ruby Tuesday.
Oh, thank you, chat. A pickleball is just a bigger, harder ball. I'm assuming rubber.
Probably.
Softball size, maybe? I don't know. I got distracted by pickleballs and I missed what the item was for football.
What's anything important? Just pass.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Nothing important at all. Magus Sisters on Mount Hobbs, not something we need.
They're so lonely up there. Zeke through the elements.
Yeah, that was really just quick and easy, and we're through. Zeke faded everything on Earth except for Ordeals. JohnBirckhead has decided to go ahead and full clear Earth before headed down the hook route, which is where we are going to see our time disparities.
Yep. And Zeke, once again, come on, you got through so fast, you ran right into the pitfall, man.
Oh, well.
That looks important, I think.
That top of tower is very much required. That was a Baigan. Antlion, not required at all.
But gives us money.
More money. More problems.
Oh, the money's important. Money can be exchanged for box wine. We like wine for this race.
We like wine and we like coffins.
Mostly wine. Just all the wine.
And chat is bringing up a good point. It could be very useful for a cover Cecil if we need him. I don't think we're gonna need him, but... We have a Cecil with an X-Cow. He's just gonna hit things. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fine.
But imagine giving him all the wine so he can get angry and hit things.
Oh, well, there's Blarg in a cave.
Well, what would you like to do with this seed? Where do you want to go?
What is happening?
Where do you want
A
to go?
free hook and a free darkness. Okay, Grunt. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, Grunt's got plans tonight.
And there is a ruby that we don't need. And a sparkle that could be our D lunars.
Don't exit. Peek the sparkle first.
Meanwhile, we do have JohnBirckhead deciding to go ahead and full clear the Earth, which means he has headed up the Tower of Zot.
Yay!
When he completes this, he will be landed right outside of Baron Inn, and so I imagine he will just pop in and do those 2 bosses before headed down the hook route himself.
Maybe he'll drop it Baron in with a fresh twin harp in hand.
Maybe. Then we have some more choices to be made for sure. So Zeke did a little bit of shopping and is coming back on the overworld, probably to clear all of these checks that JohnBirckhead is currently doing.
Or wants to turn the Falcon into a boat. We might be picking up. We might be picking up Palom and who else is there? Yang.
Yeah. Kind of just forgot we got the darkness crystal. This is interesting. I am here for the 6x6 or 7x7. I think 6x6 is ready. Yeah.
I think you still need 6x6 for Palom. We might see a D-Machine play here, just sling both the Black Mage and the Punch Mage, and then just blow everything up.
Meanwhile, JohnBirckhead is through that Demus fight, sees a sparkle. There's going to be a sparkle in Dwarf 2, which will probably push him to actually check it, because we still do need a sparkle at this point.
Yep. I could very much see JohnBirckhead going straight there after going underground. Run 30 D-Machine or bust. Let's see, 30 D-Machine will get you roughly all the levels.
Yep. We are setting up for a D-Machine on Zeke's side, grabbing that Palom. Well, maybe not.
And, oh, that's a play going up Zot. That was required.
Definitely required Earth Crystal. Dolls in this spot, not super tricky.
But they have just enough HP that a single flame cast won't finish the job. That's all, Grant. No, sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
I'm gonna pay attention to the key item this time.
Paying attention is overrated. How about a nice key?
Again, I don't hate that because it is a key item on our way to 10 key items, but it is also one of those boss checks that you kind of want to do when you're underground.
Yeah, it seems like it might be important.
Yeah. It is interesting because we have that Luke key We have the package early. So this could make for some interesting, cheeky boss checks this seed. Speaking of bosses you don't want to see in locations you don't want to see them. This is a boss spot that you just want to be one and done, and you can't. Tis very silly.
Uh-oh. Do we get it? Do we get it? We do!
Hey! Hello, Senator Crocodile.
Okay, so that's what's going on, Baron. Senator Crocodile was just trying to get procure some extra funding from Dr. Lugate for a campaign.
Of course.
Crocodile's thinking, you're a famous doctor. You should have all the money, right?
Chairman Aquaworm. I'm here for that too. Totally down with that. So JohnBirckhead has found the alt gauntlet in Baron N. Meanwhile, Zeke is setting up his D-money grind on the giant. This is a seed that currently has both of our runners on very different paths. I am here for this.
This seed and grind right now brought to you by the campaign to re-elect Senator Crocodile. Senator Crocodile, he will only eat those from Eblan.
Sponsored by Chairman Aquaworm.
I like that skull. Yeah, you like man, you like fish. That's... Don't try to get me to say that too many times fast. It's not happening.
No, I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not.
But if you like me, like
not
fish.
when I know there's a snort counter happening. It's fine.
It doesn't seem to have stopped. Yep. You're thinking the same thing there, Lord Fabry. It's not elect fish, it's elect fish. Or it's not elect man, it's elect man now.
Well, that is a power shirt. Not a key item, but JohnBirckhead's probably not sad to see that.
Well, I mean, you're happy to see your third boss already finished it, so good enough. Zeke having a hard time finding the encounter. This happens sometimes.
Yeah. It is an art form to find the D-money grind for sure. While Zeke is doing that, JohnBirckhead picking up his hovercraft, headed to Eblan. He has full cleared everything he can currently do on Earth, and will now also be headed down that hook route. And now it looks like, nope, never mind.
That was a horseman fight.
That was the fake out.
I got the chart here. It's three more. It's the third fight in this room. Will be the grind fight. So for Zeke, it's gonna be run from the next fight. No, don't leave this room. You don't want to be in that room. So the mistake there was, the fight would have been the third fight, staying in the room with the save point. I have no idea what fight that square that was on. That was on square 3, just reset. Right, as Jay Brennan pointed on chat, you only go to the elements room when there's a plus there. That was just a 3. So, you want the good news for Zeke?
Is this it?
This is it.
I should have that chart pulled up. By the time I find it, you know, clearly, we would find the fight.
I have I have about 3/4 of a grind chart in front of me. I could use your laminator at some point, just so a pair of little 4-legged angels stop shredding my grind charts.
Well, so Zeke has found his D-Money grind, so we should see him. Yep, we're casting fast on Tella, kind of making the agility pretty even so that we can set up this 6 and 5, 6 and 6 probably. D-Money grind, get both of the, well, get Palom up to new, Porum up to Cure 4, I think? At least Cure 3. And then we'll be set for the rest of that, the rest of the seed.
Oh, Palom tried punching the Searcher and said, nah, I don't hurt my hands on that thing. Don't blame the kid. That thing looks like it's made of metal. Probably hurt the punch.
Meanwhile, JohnBirckhead is confident enough to head straight into that maybe Ruby, maybe Elements fight. Finds the Elements and will probably make pretty quick work of the spot, especially with the Bacchus Wines and our Palom up.
We got 2 Angry Zerkers, and JohnBirckhead's coming in this fight with better weaponry than Zeke had. I don't believe Zeke had tripped over the Masa. I was thinking Birckhead may have gotten, or may have been able to skip the second phase of this, but Aphraeus didn't quite do enough damage. Or did a little too much, I'm not sure.
But that's okay, because Val and the Elements fight is pretty much weak to everything. So we will be getting through this. Unfortunately, Palom wipes right at the end, does not get this XP. Good news is, it's not as much XP as it normally would be, so no harm, no foul here.
And Zeke's chugging away at this D-Machine grind right now. Has a good rhythm going. You got Palom chucking a Dancing Dagger to start. Tella does Tella things. I think it might be a... what would Tella things be in this case?
Weak?
Okay,
we just need him to cast weak. We just need him to cast weak, that's all. He's got center slot aim, like, he should be buffed and ready to go. JohnBirckhead is now underground, so I'll be very interested to see if he tries to go after that Baigan or heads to Dwarf first.
I'm expecting a Dwarf play. Yep, because I saw a Sparkle, I want to see what that was. and knows it can't be a blarg.
True. Very, very true. So knows that he can fast anchor in this spot, because that second sparkle, he'll be able to get through no matter who it is.
Yes, Robin pointed out that John did get underground 16 minutes later, but cleared everything on the overworld first, where Zeke basically went Ordeals, get a shiny stick, and went immediately underground. So, if you're in Zeke's shoes after this, J-Mac, where are you going? Are you gonna clear the rest of the giant out?
I will definitely peek the giant since I'm here. Depending on who it is, maybe take that fight since I'm already here, and then honestly, probably go to the moon. Because I've spent all of this time. I rushed underground, so in theory, Zeke knows that he's ahead of John in terms of getting this darkness crystal, probably. Just based on, average plays. So, yeah, if I've done this early hook dive and early D money, I think I would go ahead and go clear the moon.
Oh, look on JohnBirckhead's side. That's Dwarf 1 with a boss too.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a pretty speedy seed for bosses right now.
It got a little windy up here in Dwarf Castle. Not sure how.
Chat asking if this is going to be enough to slingshot Palom. I believe that Zeke is aiming for 6 and 6, which will get Palom nuke, get Porum pretty high, not all the way to white because she already had levels, but will at least get her Cure 3 spell, if not her Cure 4 spell.
Yeah, I honestly have not been keeping count.
So I imagine that he's going to be 6 and 6.
JohnBirckhead through that vow. Let's see what the sparkle is. That sparkle is D-Lunars. Oh boy, do we have a jet on our hands.
Ah, just a plague.
Ew. No one. Go away, plague. We had to steal Plague's very important Cure 1.
Of course.
Plague knows what it's done. And just a floating eyeball in the second spot.
We are going to see 2 key item checks on JohnBirckhead's side because we do have that Tella who has warp. Palom I don't think is high enough quite yet for warp on his side. So we will have to life up that Tella to get the second key item.
We cleared a lot of stuff. Palom might have gotten there.
But that is a tower key, which is super convenient because we do know that the top of tower is also required.
I think we have a good idea where JohnBirckhead's going next.
Woohoo! Twin Harp!
You think we're getting music tonight?
I don't know. I think that at this point, with Twin Harp available, Luca available, Tower Key available, package available, you're only missing that Baron Key, other than Darkness, which we know he'll get in a minute.
How about Sirens?
And you've got a pass. I don't know if, I mean, maybe you make the play that, like, maybe I can avoid the moon altogether. You already know where 5 of your 7 bosses are.
So, I don't think we might see some eggs broken on John's side soon.
Industrial therapist. Thank you, JohnBirckhead.
Wait, I know what a therapist is. Is an industrial therapist someone who, like, counsels AIs?
No idea. That was 1,000,000 XP.
So, yeah, that's a level 63 Balam.
We love to see that.
A little bit of overkill?
Well, that did get his Porum up to white. So...
Yes, I think we have to call the number out correctly. 1,000,000 XP. And for anyone in chat wondering, yes, I did do the pinky thing when I did that.
I mean, you kind of had to, right? So JohnBirckhead will get a glimpse at this Feymarch. We'll see that sparkle. We'll probably go and peek it because we are looking for D-Lunars still on his side. Meanwhile, Zeke finishing up his D-Money grind. We will probably also see a giant element spot check. Let's see who this is going to be.
Whoever it is about to have a bad day.
Yeah. This is one of those bosses in this spot that is pretty easy.
I believe the plan here is Cecil get angry.
Yeah. So you take this fight, you do it pretty quickly, and then you go and peek the CPU spot before deciding what you want to do about leaving the giant. Which way you want to leave.
I'm fairly certain Cecil's playing for quad 9s here.
Ooh! 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 John, no! J-Mac's sad.
Oh no.
No doot commands today.
No doo-doo-doots. Unfortunately, JohnBirckhead decided I got a place to go, bosses to kill, and you're not one of them.
I mean, I can't blame him, however. I can blame him a little bit.
And on Zeke's side, we see Revenge of the Pigs.
Yeah.
That one's not
Piggy,
gonna work.
no problem. Ooh! Learning the hard way that white does in fact cure Dark Elf, because why wouldn't it?
Yeah, Dark Elf, weak to holy weapons, absorbs holy magic.
Yeah, because you know, bosses do boss things. But we'll still make quick work of this Dark Elf, and we'll be through this fight, and we will get a glimpse at the CPU boss.
Hopefully, we're going to see Zeke save here because Golbez and Wyvern are still on the table. Well, for him.
Yes. as well as the Fabul Alt Gauntlet, which would be terrible at the CPU spot.
What, you want second grind?
I mean, I'd rather heal first.
That's fair.
Oh, but...
Oh, just going
we are
in.
swagging! Let's go!
Zeke making the bold plays. You love to see it. Unfortunately, just Odin up here.
Yeah, not a required boss. Something that we should be able to get through pretty quickly. Because the spot, even though it is scary, does not actually have that much HP. Although that knocking Cecil over is kind of not good.
I believe it's 24,000 here.
It does punch really hard, though.
So probably 3 nukes from Palamon were out, and I don't think Odin can one-shot a 2600 HP Palamon. He'll try.
So we do get the life 2 on Porum.
4 of these 4 XP.
So does Palom. 63 levels is just not high enough.
No, where's it? I want my 4000 HP Palom.
So Zeke, done with his grind, has literally every check in the game. Everywhere he can go, a lot of places, and has all the checks but ordeals to make. So it'll be very interesting to see how he's going to decide to route from here on out.
Yeah, Zeke with the grind complete has, well, all the power.
For sure. Nothing is scary. Nothing is scary at all.
No, but I think there's things that might be a little sad on JohnBirckhead's side.
Oh, so sad.
I'm the saddest of rubies.
Required boss, but sad ruby. Why do we call it a sad ruby, Dave?
Because someone picked it up and drew a little frowny face on it with a tear on it. No, it's because we have the Sino. There we go.
That was fun.
No, it's because we have a flag called Sino Earned On, so any place where you would interact with a character, that character is a piggy, and you don't get the character. So that sand ruby does absolutely nothing. It's a very sad key item.
This water hag is gonna have a really bad day. As are these dolls that Zeke is about to find up here, which will be his first boss.
Also, talk about just how obnoxious water hag is in the Super Cannon room.
Right? Again with this, why are we finding bosses in places we don't want to see them?
Well, let's think about this. We did enough damage to one-shot that thing like 10 times over, and it just went, "Fight, Edward!"
I mean, to be fair, in the original game, doesn't that thing have like 45,000 hit points or something ridiculous?
That was a special water hag. That water hag hit the gym.
Ah.
It was a swole hag. I imagine the reason they gave it that much HP was just to force you to go through a script, even if you had somehow managed to level Eddie to 99.
Which is just silly. Oh, hey Dave.
What's up?
We can get underground now. Yay!
Yay!
That might have been a little too enthusiastic of a yay, Dave.
No. The yay is supposed. I thought the yay was supposed to be enthusiastic.
Yay! I don't know, chat. Is it yay or yay? You tell us. I don't know how to interpret that.
I'm thinking that's the Monty Python. Yay! From S Grunt.
So we are seeing the cheeky Luca check. We already have this key item. We are just looking at the boss to make sure it is not required before heading to the Twin Harp? Back to the Fey March?
Please.
To the moon? Who knows?
How about straight to Zeromus? We have power. We'll figure out how to change the form.
For those just joining in chat, Zeke went down the hook route in under 20 minutes, found the free Darkness Crystal in Feymarch, and went and did a D-Money grind, and has now returned back to Earth to complete all of the checks.
Alright, so Zeke has all the levels.
So it's really difficult to kind of tell right now who is ahead just by boss count, because JohnBirckhead has done almost all the checks and Zeke is about to do all the checks and find these bosses pretty quickly.
Right, Zeke will be clearing out these checks, most of these checks faster.
Yes.
Which, happens when you've got a level 50 plus party. And Ryan pointing out that the purple rope that gave us our starting item, we now know to be Mylon and Friends.
Which is also not required. Looking for those two bosses. Where are they going to be?
What do we got left? How about one at Twin Harp and one in Baron gated by the Twin Harp?
So we are going to see this Sheila 1 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. JohnBirckhead is at 9 key items. He's bought Sirens. 10 key item egg grinds would be way better than a 9 key item egg grind. So I don't blame him for going ahead and checking this, hoping to get something super useful to help with that grind.
This play to me says I'm looking for number 10.
Uh-huh.
I personally like cutting my grinds in half.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you end up going to the moon and doing gold dragons, which is also an option with the Tell in your party. Well,
Vanilla Pan.
Vanilla Pan, 10 key items. I don't actually foresee...
I don't think we pan bonk.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a pan bonk. Although, not having that Baron key is 2 more boss checks that we don't know about.
That's true. No Baron key is kind of scary, but those are also the only 2 boss spots we don't have eyes on.
Correct. So that is something that he will probably leave until very last. Which means we will probably see him grind and go to the moon at this point.
I would agree with that. The only way you really get punished for going full face check right now is if you 2 required bosses in Baron.
Or you fade the Twin Harp and the package, and they're both sitting there.
Yeah, but who fades package?
See, this is where it gets interesting, because now it's just a matter of what do you check first and in what order.
Where are my bosses hiding?
We did find this wyvern. Whew. Okay, good.
I wonder if a Blarg here... That was fine. The with Tella standing That wyvern was not RA1. At least I don't think it was.
I was worried there for a second.
And also, I'm not sure if Blargner would actually have dropped either of the heavy melee. I think that's just like a one-roll Blarg.
Oh, that's what was in the waterfall.
A turtle.
A turtle. Just playing in the water, like turtles should.
And while Zeke is quickly retracing JohnBirckhead's step and Birckhead is cracking all the eggs, I would like to give a shout out to our restream team today. We have Escron who rolled this lovely seed. We have David B pushing the buttons. And my co-commentator, Jamak the Librarian. It's been great working with you so far.
And shout outs to you, NG Dave. Fantastic runner of this game and also fantastic commentator. Love joining you in the booth as always. It's always filled with singing and songs.
Although I think if I sing too much, chat's gonna give me the old stop that, no singing.
There's no singing in Free Enterprise. Wait a minute, there's totally singing in Free Enterprise.
Yeah, we have a character who does that, whose command is sing.
Yeah, there's also a flag where everyone can sing. Or something. I think that's the flag.
I believe that flag's called I Want to Sing, or something like that. You can sing all the... Scala, that's dangerous. Start giving me permission, start giving me permission, the metal growl might start coming out.
Oh, that's right, FF4 the musical. That's what it is. Meanwhile, Zeke has found the CPU at Fabul. We know this to be the pass, so Zeke will be in possession of the pass very soon. JohnBirckhead, scrambling all these eggs, decided he really wanted an omelet. Gonna put some onion in it, probably some peppers, bacon, obviously. Serve it with salsa and sour cream. Pretty good meal.
So you're saying we should be using the piggy stick to beat the eggs so we can, mix the bacon right into them?
Yeah. But we would have to have the piggy stick, which we don't have the legend sword or the adamant rock, so too bad.
Ryvon of John is nowhere near Gaston right now. He's only beating about 15 eggs.
Oh, cheese. Yes, cheese. Of course, cheese.
As we know, Gaston every day would eat 3 dozen eggs, so he would get large.
5 dozen.
Well, I thought it was 4 dozen eggs, so he's roughly the size of a barge.
Now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs. Wait, I don't think we can sing that on stream.
No.
Definitely not.
I'll mess with things, but not the mouse. The mouse scares me.
Legally distinct Baston is what we're talking about. Baston. Mm-hmm. Yep. Baston, who eats legs or something. Chicken legs. Yep, that's it.
Okay, good enough.
5 dozen chicken legs. Mm-hmm.
Please don't hurt us.
Ooh, we are getting a pan turn in. Probably looking for that Baron key while we're here. Just a sad Bahamut.
Unfortunately, no summoner to wield said Bahamut. A sad Bahamut and a concussed monk.
turn in this pan, and then JohnBirckhead's gonna have a decision.
Now I gotta think JohnBirckhead's looking for the Baron Key.
Does he go to Twin Heart? Or does he go to the moon? What would you do, Dave?
As you love to sing about this, to the moon.
That's a good choice. We do have that rat tail, so I imagine JohnBirckhead will chase the rat tail to make sure it doesn't end in this Baron Key.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. Check your freebies.
I mean, he's already checked the pan bonk, so he is dedicated to it at this point.
Yeah, commit to it. I can respect that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Zeke has found the required Valvalis in Dwarf Castle. We'll make extremely quick work of both this as well as the plague fight behind it. We'll be at 4 bosses. Just missing that Baigan at top of tower.
And the that whole pan chain led to some fake Hanzo. So, while not the Baron Key we may have been looking for, I don't think I'm terribly upset about that.
So it does look like JohnBirckhead is headed to at least raise the lunar rail. Maybe taking this 30 seconds to weigh the pros and cons of doing Twin Harpin package or doing face checking the moon.
You gotta do Twin Harp, right?
I mean, when on Restream. No, the numbers say go to the moon. Even if you're just face checking.
To answer the question, chat, yes, both runners have done Zot. And found a boss up there. So, Zeke's finished up Dwarf, is going to find the tower key, which will push him to clear out the tower. And I believe we'll find underground at... What's underground? No, it's Twin Heart.
And underground access.
Underground access was one of the tower spots. Was that Super Cannon Room?
I think so. Yep. All right, face checking, top down, let's go.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I've already enough time what's happening in my own seat sometimes, let alone someone else's.
So we are at the hour and 6 minute mark. Both of our runners have done their complete grind. Zeke is just about 10 levels over JohnBirckhead, but JohnBirckhead is at Z levels as well. JohnBirckhead has cleared everything he has access to except for the Twin Heart and the package checks on Earth. Zeke is headed up the tower. And so yeah, that is where we are at right now.
I believe that Sparkle has to be D-Lunars or Ogopogo.
It is the Nope Noodle, and we say nope to the noodle.
Which means the next... I was going to say next Sparkle we see has to be D-Lunars, but... we're not going to see many more Sparkles.
Yeah, you are correct. The rest of the spots that we have on the moon, at least, are not visible.
So, Golbez, D-Lunars, Bahamut. I mean, where are you hoping to find these three?
If I'm John Birckhead, on the moon. Just chilling out here.
But you personally, where do you want to see them?
Oh, I mean, D-Lunars at Twin Harp is kind of rude. Not at this point, but D-Lunars at Twin Harp would be fun, just because I want some music.
Right, Golbez there cut the music off. So,
Yeah, Golbez in the Ribbon Room. Or you know what, at the Mursame Altar. I did say that, right? The Mursame Altar?
I heard it.
Yep, okay.
You heard that too, right? JMX said Mursame Altar.
So we do have time to get off the Venom. That means that our party is protected from paralysis because status things, priorities. So
short
yeah.
version, you can't be paralyzed if you're poisoned.
Yep. Likewise, you can also not berserk once you are poisoned. Or piggy.
But you can be piggy while you're berserk, so you can still make an angry pig. You just gotta do it in the right order.
This is true. So that's fine. We're good with those party members going down. This should still be a pretty easy fight. Bail up, nuke up, let's go.
I honestly don't know what the match is like at this spot. You have any idea?
No. I'm good just to know roughly how much HP I'm dealing with. The magic stats, the physical. I know Bahamut is like fast, you know, and hits hard, but I have no idea about this spot.
So the magic stat here is apparently you want to be protected because those lit 3s are still going to tickle.
Oh yeah, 2100. Meanwhile, on Zeke's side, Zeke has received his sad ruby. We're so sad. But more importantly, has found his 5th boss. So,
And Zeke
yep, he has caught up to John Birckhead.
And Zeke, knowing the giant has nothing, will most likely be heading straight to the moon after this.
Yes. Oh, an Excalibur dart. One to keep and one to throw away. How convenient.
Or one to keep and one to weld onto the back of the one you're keeping.
For Super Excal?
Exactly.
I wonder how much Coco will charge for that. 2 to throw and do reflect strats, chat says. That is also an option.
Not a terrible idea.
By the way, Dave, I'll let you say this one.
Wait, I didn't think we had to do this second time.
Of course you do.
Yeah, that's not in the rules anyway. Where is it?
Dave.
Okay. Yay. Zeke can get underground now.
Yay. See, wasn't that fun?
Or just the Scala.
Oh, sing it, Dave. Sing it, sing
Just
it.
for you, Scala. Oh, Zeke! He can get underground now!
That was fantastic.
Just for you, Scala.
I was not expecting an operatic rendition of whatever you were gonna sing. Okay, well, that was fun, y'all. Super fun. Oh, man. Oh, let's go.
knows what's going on.
Pesky lunars.
Yeah, JohnBirckhead has found go mode.
They are calling for an encore, Dave. You might be in trouble.
Nope.
Give the people what they want. Give the people what they want.
I'm fairly certain Skull's already clipped that as posted in the Discord.
So yes, we do see Zeke headed straight to the moon. We'll probably also do a top-down approach, but at this point, it might be too little too late. JohnBirckhead is definitely in the driver's seat. His Z-fight should go smoothly, but you know, Z-fights sometimes turn sideways very quickly, so...
Well, yeah, we've seen Z-fights go sideways a few times in this tournament already. So,
that is very true.
Zemus is never to be taken for granted.
We do get an apple for our troubles.
JohnBirckhead exiting from the White's world. Oh, has the pass. Never mind.
Yes. No need to swag walk. Gonna play it safe. Make sure that he has quick access just in case something goes awry. I am also a big proponent of if I have the pass, unless it is exactly the Ogopogo altar, I am more than likely always exiting out and coming down here.
Don't mind me. I blanked on the fact that I passed. I was like, why are you exiting? Oh, never mind. And
you get a little swag whale.
Yeah, crush some houses in Troya. They know what they've done.
Seeing the apples used on Porum for a little bit more HP, and we are headed into our Z fight.
We have the Z flags going in chat.
Yeah, just in time. I is getting sleepy.
I apparently have an encore being called for, so I can't sleep yet.
Nope. No sleep for Dave. Oh, wait, these aren't nap flags, Dave. These are Z flags. Why do we throw Z flags in chat?
Oh, these Z flags are calling for the final boss. You know, he's too big, too scary. We can't move him. So we're letting him cosplay.
Ooh, we
cute,
like cosplay.
Sometimes they're cute, sometimes they're scary. But at this point, we do have one question we need to ask yet. And would you care to do the honors, J-Mac?
I think that question is, whose butt are we gonna kick tonight? Oh, I should have sang that. Whose butt are we kicking tonight? Doo, doo, doo. There you go, Chad. I sang too.
Thank you.
See, I'm not gonna leave you out all on your own, Dave. I promise. I am here with you, and we are here to see Zemus in his true colors.
And the true colors. I've seen this one before. I have no idea what it's from.
It is Lotus Miss, and it is from... I have no idea. But I have also seen it before.
Orange Koopa in chat. And it's called Battle Kit. Raiba, we actually do have the expensive magic card miss in Z Sprinkle. I've seen it. On JohnBirckhead's side, we have both the melee zerked up. They are going to start swinging away.
Yeah, this is full on hybrid strats, but with an Excal, Cecil, and a Massa Mura, I think is what he has.
Yeah.
What
He has Masamura.
what Edge has. Hybrid strats, very easy to go ahead and choose. We will be doing white damage as well as nuke damage, and hopefully we'll just run over this Z.
Wow. Orm's got places to be too. That's a quad 9 white. That's a rarity.
Yeah. Well, I think she's got a white shirt on, and probably that life staff. So she's pretty pretty swole.
Okay, yeah, plus 30 will do that. With this damage JohnBirckhead's putting out, I don't think we need to heal. Zeromus is... We're swinging away, the Zerker's swinging away for 8,000 around. We have nukes and white supplementing it.
Yep, we are making very quick work of the Z. Will we see a second Big Bang? Time will tell.
Probably not.
I'm gonna guess no. But every time I guess, I'm always incorrect, so.
We might see rocks.
I think we'll see rocks. I think it'll go straight into rocks, if I'm not mistaken. Chat says maybe not. Correct answer is no, we will not. That is the crack Snapple and Snap. Oh my god.
Oh, I see you just need some iced tea.
C's down. That's what's important. Don't mind me. Oh, hey, JohnBirckhead.
J-Mac, how did I know that's exactly what you're going to sound like? Probably.
There were things that happened during the seed. That's all you need to know.
I mean, I was there. I wasn't there, but like I was in the seed. But all right.
GG's, sir.
I don't. Thank you. GG's to all of you and the Zeke. See, I don't feel bad not doing music because I'm sure we had snorts. We had that guttural laugh that just.
We had soul. Music. Both of us sang.
You know, my days are long enough. I'm gonna have to. Well, okay.
Snap, crackle, pop. That's really what I meant to say, chat. Thank you. Thank you, J-Brun. Appreciate you. Okay. Anywho, how do you feel, JohnBirckhead?
I feel okay. I mean, there's always things, right? There's always things. I never really expected to be in the quarterfinals, and I kind of feel like I don't belong. I felt mostly okay. Felt pretty silly. I was looking for the Baron key. Like, I know there's only like 2 spots left because, by the time I was doing all the pan stuff and everything. And I know that there's only 2 spots left, but I have had a couple practices where it's been exactly that. I'm like, well, it's a freebie. It won't take that long. It's a freebie. It won't take that long. Oh, good, it's Rat Tail. It's a freebie. It won't take that long. It's like, oh my god, game, really? Can you please? And so when I saw how quick the missing bosses were on the LSC, I was like, oh, Johnny boy, it's time you just gave back. But otherwise, it felt alright. There's always things, menuing and turn order and my CPU fight was a little silly, and there's just little things. It's like, John, what are you doing? Like, bro, get it together. But I thought the time was perfectly respectable. Did a lot of checks in a short amount of time. Everything felt okay-ish. I feel like this is a run I'm not terribly embarrassed about.
You shouldn't be. And you definitely played like you deserve a spot in the quarterfinals.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. Thank you.
So you decided to, with that hook, that starting hook, and then Earth Crystal from Bedward.
Yep.
And then Ordeals, and you had a Cecil and an Edge and twins. Like, how did you feel in the first 5 minutes of this scene?
Yippee. Because there's a lot of opening divergence. and I like to go to. I like the free item. I do. I like the free item. The odds are not great that it's going to be exactly Earth Crystal, but when it is exactly Earth Crystal, it kind of works out. And although I gotta say, that was a bit of a lackluster treasury. Now I can't complain because we had an Edge and we had Tella and we had Cecil and I got it. I got an Excal on the first chat, and I had Twin. Like, can I really complain? I absolutely
Yes.
can. This is America. That was a ridiculous treasury. Where's my? Don't make me work for my Crystal Sword. This is or my Excal. This is ridiculous.
The only thing you got out of that was a full moon. And
mean-
maybe a life staff and a white shirt. But yeah,
Not the
no.
public
That's
treasury.
totally.
Yeah.
The public treasury had more edge weapons. Which was
Yeah.
funny.
So I mean, it was money. You know, with a party like this, you're gonna need money for Bacchus wine and sirens and all that. So there was some money and, you know, a back road Edge. You know, which means you can put the twins in the back row and let them kind of do their twin stuff at the beginning. So, no, it was the start felt pretty good, honestly. The major hiccup I felt was because I felt good about waiting for 10 key items to go through. My bike and fight was not good. That felt bad all the way around. I should have zerked up much faster to clog up the queue. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, the major downside I felt was just, you know, running around for a Baron key that I really probably didn't need, especially with the pass. That just felt kind of silly. But that I felt okay.
Well, that is good because you played okay. Very okay.
Thank you.
So was that? So you had the starting hook. Was it always just going to be full clear the overworld before you do anything else, or before you dive the hook route?
Yeah. I just like to get my experience because, you know, I mean, anyone that caught my my match with Dathis knows that hook routes can be a little bit nasty. And then I had a practice seed with Evil Wall into Kainatsu that Possum literally had to give me step-by-step directions. Okay, John, battle speed 6. Okay, John, now you put it was like watching a tutorial in chat. Like, now you put this character here. So I don't like to dive in. I like to try to find a pan ahead of time. I like to try to find a tower key ahead of time. We had Tella. What if you get very, very, very early darkness? I like to go ahead and get all the things and clear it out, get my Holy Sword. I feel like for the practicing that I've done and for the way that I play, whether it's right or wrong, it feels like efficient routing to me. So I just like to go ahead and just clear it and knock it out.
Oh yeah, no, and I think that was very smart in this scene. When you did find that darkness just sitting in the Fey March, did you think about maybe doing an alternate grind to eggs?
No, because at that point I think I was like 8 key items away. And you know, with an Excal, you know, you can cheese a boss. Like, I was prepared to go to the moon with like 9 and just find a key item somewhere, and then you know, and then probably just do some gold dragons. I didn't want to D-machine 50 minutes into the seed with no one to slingshot and not 10 key items. Like, it just didn't, you know, for where I was with my party at that point, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. So I was on a 10 key item trainer bust.
That's very, very fair. Dave, do you have any more questions?
No, I think we covered everything we need to.
Okay.
Do you have any final thoughts before we let you go this evening?
I am definitely thrilled to watch this back, knowing that you two have provided not only glorious commentary, but also a soundtrack as a music teacher. That obviously warms my heart.
The first 2 minutes might do the opposite of warming your heart, though.
God. All right. Well, yeah, I'll watch that back tonight. Anyway, thank you so much for comms. Thank you to David for tracking. Thank you for Esperon for doing all the restream. It's just such a phenomenal amount of work for our restream and admin team. Current season is the best season. GG's to Zeke. This was close, and I'm sure that Game 2 is going to be close, and we will see you all in our inevitable Game 3, I'm sure.
Have a good night,
Enjoy the
John.
rest of your night.
All right, take care.
And now we're joined by Zeke. GG, Zeke.
Thank you for GG's.
You played stupendously, sir.
So, first question I have, you start with the hook, you start with Edge and Cecil. Is diving hook route immediately a play that you're looking to make when you get that start?
Yes. Hook route, Ordeals into hook route, but yes.
Yeah, it definitely felt like you had practiced that and that you were just prepped and ready to go, because it kind of shocked us a little bit. But you jumped right in.
I don't even remember who was on hook route at this point. There was Baron Guards.
Mm-hmm.
Who was on Ruby? Elements, that's right.
So fairly easy fight with that mute knife you were holding.
And then I'm guessing the next question has to do with the machine grind that came out following that.
No, that was expected once the darkness was just sitting right there.
It took me a minute to get it going, but
yeah, well, and that's
probably the biggest thing that cost me.
That chart definitely.
It's hard to understand.
Sometimes yeah.
I just learned D Machine on Saturday.
Oh.
Shout outs to Possum for helping me learn that.
Well, for your first D Machine, that went very well.
Yeah. Once you got it rolling, that was a very smooth D Machine fight.
It threw me a little bit when my twins switched order on me.
Ah, well.
But
yeah, agility can get a bit wonky sometimes in that fight, just because it's so hard to keep. With Tella not having agility, it's sometimes hard to keep your order straight.
Well, definite GGs for that, because that went about as smooth as it could. No real issues, no real flame shenanigans, and you didn't lose any party members, so.
Except for Tella, but that was I killed Tella. Tella doesn't need that experience.
No.
We don't know what happened. He just actually, I don't know what took him out.
The ninja.
Of course. You never see it coming.
But yeah, so after that grind, and then you full cleared Giant, were you always planning on going back to Earth, or did you ever consider just going ahead and hitting up the moon at that point?
I decided to go back to Earth because it spits you back on right there at Eblan. It's not worth it to me to have to go back up and then back down again.
No, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
So, if it spit you out on the moon, yeah, I'd clear the moon before doing the Earth. I've got the power to do it now. I just finished D Machine. But no, where it's put me on Earth, I want to clear the overworld out, because at this point, you point Palom at every boss on the blue planet and they melt.
Yeah, and you cleared the blue planet very, very quickly. But, having a level 63 Palom will do that.
Yeah, I forgot to factor in, if it wasn't obvious, I forgot to factor in the slingshot factor.
Okay, that's what happened.
I completely forgot that I was about to get hit with a slingshot on Palom specifically in my math. So.
Yeah. Well, you did. That was 2 million experience. So it was.
I could have done about half of those then.
And then you cleared the Giant. So
yeah, and then we cleared
the Giant. 2 more levels.
I didn't want to leave something sitting on Elements, and I don't even remember who was on. Or I didn't want to leave something on CPU, and I know Odin was Elements. That I was a little worried to wipe after just going straight in from whoever was on Elements.
No,
yeah, that was also brave that you swag walked that.
No, it's a fair play. You take the D Machine grind. It's perfectly reasonable to say, I want to know what these 2 bosses are.
Oh, for sure.
I don't even remember who Elements was at this point. That is how fast the last half of that scene went. I don't remember half of it.
Elements was Dark Elf because we saw Cecil doing bad things to it.
I think you got out of the giant at like 50 minutes, and you finished the seed in half an hour. Like
Clearing
for real.
every boss on Earth that isn't in the Twin Heart or on package, and most of the underworld.
Yes.
So-
So yeah, you made great time. It is yeah, not surprising that you just forgot where everything was because you just did it that fast.
And I didn't kill everything on Earth. If it wasn't required, I probably just reset.
Very, very true. But no, you played very, very well. It made for a very exciting match because for the first, I don't know, hour and 15 minutes, we couldn't really tell who was ahead and who wasn't. Just because you guys both took such very different routes. So it just made for a very interesting race to go back and watch for sure.
And hey, unlike the last two races, there was more than 10 seconds apart. My one wish going into this race was not to have a 10-second difference between us. I didn't care who won or lost. It was game one.
You accomplished that for sure. But yeah, do you know when your game 2 is coming up?
We're doing it Friday at 6 Eastern, I believe we scheduled it.
Okay.
Hey, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure. Because if it's anything like tonight, it's going to be a great match for sure.
I mean, top 8 in this tournament is scary. Every single person in this top 8 is scary except me.
No, don't talk yourself down. You made it here.
I'm sorry. It's just habit at this point. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. John did the same thing. But y'all made it to the quarterfinals. That is a very big deal because you have both had to take out some pretty steep competition to get here. But yeah, do you have any final thoughts before we let you go this evening?
Well, John better bring his A game on Friday because I'm out for blood now.
Y'all heard it here.
Friday's
gonna be hype.
I'm sure at this point we have to go for game 3.
You know
Get me out on this game 4.
Yeah.
If it goes to game 4, I think Scala would have words for you.
Dave.
Or
Get
us.
a newspaper.
Scott my words for me because I'm the one who put the idea out there.
So. But other than that, of course, thank you to S. Grunt for hosting the restream today, to David for tracking, and of course, NG, Dave, and JMac for what I'm going to assume was fantastic commentary.
Well, you know, we tried. There may have been some singing.
Now I want to go back and watch. But yeah, given what I saw last week from when you did commentary for me, J-Mac, it's probably exciting. Something taxes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't remind me. But yeah, we wish you the best of luck on Friday. Go out and race your best, and it'll be exciting either way.
Absolutely. And hey, if I lose, I get to take a month off until we get to week, 7 in Wayne?
Very true. Very true. Way to look on the bright side.
But thank you again, and have a great night.
You too.
Oh, that was pretty close.
Yeah, and that's all of the racing we have tonight. We are going to raid over to Dr. Cossack, who's doing some Blue Moon practice. But tomorrow we have a lot of really fantastic matches. If you enjoyed watching this one, tomorrow is going to be just as hype on both Red Moon and Blue Moon. We will have our restream schedule up soon. But most of the races, I think, will start around 6 o'clock Eastern.
They will.
And we'll go in, every hour for most of the evening. So you'll definitely want to put that on your calendar, join in, and watch some of this fantastic racing.
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, you're good.
Quick rundown of tomorrow. We have Big Dunker versus David at 6. At Eastern, we have Curios versus Gambit, Stone Dingley versus Zyrak. And at 10 o'clock, we have Slayers versus Possum Morpheus.
Oh, yeah.
4 fantastic
very
races
hype.
scheduled.
Yeah. red moon, blue moon, we're here for it. But yeah, shout out to S-Grunt and to David. And thank you, NG Dave, for being on comms with me tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you as well, J-Pack, for keeping this fun.
And y'all have a good evening.